boop, beep, boop, boop. Oh, it's a boy? Are you coming in for the rest of your shift?
Lit. Chill. That's exactly what I asked her. That's so funny. I was like, so when are you coming back? Are you taking like the full 6 weeks? Because I'm taking over your shift. So the guys went and bought me a new bat. And then not only did they buy me a new bat, they bought a printer. And we took that and a bunch of old glassware outside. And we had a whole team building anger management session out in the parking lot. And we broke plates and cups and glasses. And we beat the hell out of this printer with a bat.
That's why we had to put up chains. With like this area is blocked off. You are not allowed back
That's
here.
how we work here. They would just take them down or jump over them. Or
We did have some regulars that would just be like, is this?
Exactly what happened. No, that's what would happen.
Oh, we
I was like, it's so you don't come behind the bar.
Oh, they don't know that concept at all. I come over the corner, I'm like, what? Why are you back here?
Do you work here?
What are we doing? Yeah. This is not your house.
Hello, my name's Liem Tran, and I am one of the bar owners here and also kind of bartend occasionally. I'm here with the Poor People's Podcast, and I'm going to be making a drink for you guys. The drink I'm going to be making today is the Tipsy Imp, and this drink is something we build inside the drink, a glass. And this one is pretty simple. It's just vodka and some juices, but the way I like to do it is start with the vodka, start with ice and vodka, and then we'll go ahead and put a little bit of soda in there, and then we'll fill it out with some orange juice. And then the best part of this one is the curacao. So it's just basically vodka and curacao really with a little bit of orange juice. Fill that up right at the top there. This is where we kind of have, this is the fun of the drink. We mix it and it kind of makes that teal color. And it's just a nice, simple, easy drink that we like to make here. The name is Tipsy Imp. It's for the community that we've built here.
Chug it. Yeah, if you want to chug it.
Oh, that's actually really good. Damn. I'm so good. That's really good. I enjoy that. It's got a nice bit of juice and sugar and vodka. Hell yeah.
All right, welcome to Poor People Podcast. I'm your host, Jaden.
I'm your host, Courtney.
I'm your host, Bradley.
I'm Jessica.
I'm Liem.
And we are here today at University Tavern. I mean, we've been kind of going this whole time, it feels like. But okay, so I guess just to start it off, like tell us a little bit about yourselves. Tell us a little bit about this bar, how you came to be at this bar. And we'll just go from there. Whoever wants to go first.
Jess, I feel you have more experience. You go first. Mm-hmm. You know this place way better. You've lived this place.
All right. Well, I started here back in 2015 with old ownership. I was here for 2.5 years. Took some time off. Got into the retail business for a while. Hated it. Came back about 2.5 years ago now. I feel like it's almost been. This bar it's incredible. Yeah. But I've been bartending since, about 15 years now. So
I officially started bartending probably around 2019, right into COVID, which was the weirdest year. So I kind of like stopped bartending there, but kind of got back into it, doing different things. I've bartended at different places, but I would say I actually started really serving drinks way back when I was in Iowa City drinking. I wanted actually good drinks at parties, and people were only serving like the cheapest wines and beers and whatever they could get their hands on, like Hawkeye whiskey. I'm like, dude, this is so gross.
Mad Dog 2020.
I was like, no, I want actually good drinks. So I started doing that. I started doing it at house parties and for fun all the time.
So wait, you started bartending at house parties?
Unofficially, yes.
Yeah?
I actually brought my own mixers and
what?
I actually put it in my backpack. I walked around to house parties with backpack full of mixers, some shot glasses, and would actually make some fantastic drinks. And people would drink out my whole entire mixer.
So you were known.
Yeah.
So all the house party guests were like, this party's really elevated.
Yeah,
they got a bartender.
The girls would love it. And they made the party elevate because now people are actually enjoying their drinks and not just drinking straight out of the Hawkeye vodka bottles and just puking everywhere. They're actually able to enjoy themselves. So I started doing that. I just never stopped. And I threw so many after parties and house parties, and I just kind of it's been just something I've always done. And so.
And then we came to a dive bar.
And then I used to work at a craft bar too. So I was making craft cocktails as well.
And then
Okay.
it came to a dive bar.
Yeah. What made you like actually take the leap from just doing it for your friends to wanting to do it for the general public and involved with that?
So in 2019, actually got into bartending because my uncle owns a couple restaurants here in Des Moines, and he needed a bartender, and he knew I make drink because even at the house family, I would make mix drinks for the.
You're bringing mixers in the backpack still. Like,
Yeah, no.
I won't charge you for these ones.
I'm Asian, and they only drink straight out of the bottle, so they don't know anything better. So I was like in the house making mixed drinks for the family too, making craft cocktails for the ladies because they don't take straight shots. So I started doing that, and my uncle's like, "Yeah, come bartend. You basically do it already." So so then I just kind of got actually officially learning how to do the right amounts of pour, the right mixes, the stuff like that, and actually learn actual crafts and actual signature cocktails. And then, that's kind of how I got into actually doing it.
And okay, I just got to preface this. Like when you're bringing mixers and making drinks at house parties, you weren't getting money. Like
Nope.
you were.
Nope.
So the mixer
Poor choices.
You were paying for all of this on your own?
Yeah. Well, I'd hope they would have their own liquor, but usually it was like just terrible liquor. but it was just, I would bring my own, I'd buy mixers, I'd buy like some Sprite, some soda, and then like one like sour mix or maybe like something to make a shot out of, because that's all you really need. I mean, I just got really resourceful, and I just kind of like just finding random shit in their house. And
What
just
do you
like,
got in your fridge?
Yeah, exactly. I would raid their fridge for juice.
That's why
shake
you're
it
so
up
good
and-
at being here. That you're just resourceful.
I just make up stuff on the way I go. Yeah,
You can make a
Perfect.
cocktail out of anything.
I really did.
Yeah.
I made the
No, we
weirdest
can't.
cocktails. I even made some with like 2% milk. Like, their things
yeah.
were getting weird, but like,
Oh, yeah.
people were drinking. Like,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, they never stopped drinking. Like, they just kept going.
And also, it's a great way to drink for free. All you're paying for is mixer.
Yeah.
You know? And then
It's
they're like, well, you're making my drink. I guess you can have some of my Hawkeye vodka.
It's a great way to get crash a party because they're like, are they going to refuse a guy bringing mixers in his bag? This guy just came in with mixers. Let him in.
But so you're
I was
just
in
showing
the
up
frat houses.
uninvited to parties?
Yeah, I did
I
actually
love
crash
it.
a ton of frat parties doing that.
So you're just walking up and down the street like, you know what? I
This
think
would
they
pop
really need my help in there.
Yep, this bar is lame. Let's go ahead, guys.
That's what
Holy
you did
shit.
here, isn't it? You just walk by and you're like, they need my help.
What was the craziest drink that like you made for someone just randomly?
Oh God.
Because you said 2% milk.
Okay, that was actually, I made like a kind of like a liqueur, creamy liqueur drink, and so it wasn't too bad. It actually turned out pretty well. You got to get a real good shake in there. So that's when I learned like 2% milk. You really got to work it. But
There's a froth going.
something terrible we did was Bacardi 151 with soda, and I lit it on fire. Flaming Dr. Peppers with beer, like stout beers.
Yeah.
Oh,
That would make a
no.
flaming Dr. Pepper, and everyone would black out eventually. It was pretty quick. I puked on it a couple times while I was making them. Yeah, it was bad.
At least then you know it's a good drink. They're like, hey, the guy
It was
making puke and it's
fantastic.
got to be good.
People, that was a dangerous one. Thank God they don't let you light fires in bars anymore.
They don't?
No,
You can't do it?
I did. I tried to do that so many places. They're like, no more flaming drinks from you.
I think it's like of all those videos of people like forgetting to blow it out before they drink it.
Burning
And then
out
you
their
can just see
eyebrows.
their esophagus on fire.
Just like all over their shirt, just spillage, just flames everywhere.
That
Now I
too,
feel like
yeah.
we should set something on fire in the bar.
That just gave me a really good idea for like a fire breathing bartender. Like,
Oh, that would be
definitely
pretty.
not legal, apparently. Like,
I mean, it only depends if you got caught.
I was
Just
going to
lighting-
say, like,
lighting
there's
like
such
a-
a gray area.
Yeah, like how many people
I
are
was
watching?
just at a bar recently where they like lit a shot of like absinthe on fire,
Oh,
and they served it
yeah.
to, and they didn't say like blow it out or anything. And then I was just like, I'm gonna blow this out before I put it in my mouth. And they're like, yeah, obviously. And I was like, well, I didn't know. Like you didn't
Obviously isn't something you say in a bar ever.
Right. There were not
Because
clear
somebody
instructions.
doesn't
drunk
understand what
person.
obviously means.
Yeah. We're babysitting.
Yeah.
Maybe that's their way of just saying if you
Yeah.
need to be cut off or not is if you set your own fucking self on fire.
That's fair.
that's the way to
it's a-
go, though. I think for like us people in the service industry, like
Makes for an epic night.
Yeah, dude.
People come in, you set them a drink on fire and see what they do with it, and that's how you decide if you're going to keep serving them or not.
Yeah.
Oh, there
But
you
also
go.
getting lit on fire would be very sobering. So
Yeah.
you're like, well, I can have more now.
I have no eyebrows. miles, but it'll be okay.
Everything will be okay. It'll work. It'll work out.
Oh man, absinthe.
I do
that's
want to
dangerous.
touch on. So you said you moved to retail for a little bit.
I did.
I did retail for like 10 years, and I fucking hated every day of it.
So yeah, I started out liking it. I went into management in it really quickly, and then I had my own store pretty quickly after that. And I liked it, but the commercial side of it was too much for me.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't speak my mind and be heard at all ever.
Yeah.
And I speak my mind. So when I quit and I got the opportunity to come back here because I had been here once before, I was like, sure, why not? But yeah, I wouldn't go back to retail. It would be a cold day in hell.
Yeah.
Hey, I said about serving again, and I did a double open to
no,
close a few months ago.
When I left, I said I would never come back to bartending, and now I do open to close doubles on Sundays every day, and I love it. And I love it. I'd be at retail, and I'm like, I want to go home. Is it time to go home? Now I'm like, it's time to go home.
Yeah, at least you get to have fun stories.
That's a
here
lie. I
at
still say, is it time to go home?
It is kind of funny because like I'll start an opening shift and be like, God, I can't wait to go home. And then when I'm done, I'm just like, hell yeah, I'm gonna stay here until close, drinking on this side now.
Right? What
That
is that? Because I feel like
It's
it's
because
just
you
a
got
common
dispensable
thing.
income that's in cash.
That's in cash. Yep.
All the time.
And you've had a long day and you wanted to go home, but now you're like, you know what? That drink might actually be kind of nice after this day. And then you end up there till close.
Or it's like, oh, my favorite realtor walked in. I want to have a drink with that guy.
Right.
And then
It's de-stressing.
yeah. Well, and then
Yeah.
someone else will come in and is like, I'm gonna have a drink with that guy too. And then someone else will come in and I'm like, gotta have a drink with them. And then
Like on
suddenly,
4th of July.
it's 2 in the morning.
She's like, I'm never gonna come here off
I gotta
my
go
shift.
home.
So I never used to come here. So that was my rule. I did not come on my days off.
Okay.
That was just a thing that these guys took over. And now it's like, well. So I came down on 4th of July, which was right before my birthday. And I won't get into the details, but I can't because I don't remember it. But I heard it was fun. But now I come down on my days off.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
After the night
Today
you didn't
is my day
remember.
off. So I'm here now. So
You're here
yeah.
now.
Yeah. It
I
was
do
fun.
have a regular that like he comes to this bar as like his drinking spot to get away from downtown because he's just like I don't want to recognize anyone. I don't want anyone to recognize me because like I just want to be able to get as drunk as I want and not like have to answer for it the next day.
Yep. I think that's an Iowan thing. Like I would say that a lot of people, especially who've been drinking for a long time, love going to their dive bars. They always have an anchor bar somewhere they go to after their shift or after like they're going out and about. They want to go to their dive spot and just hang out there, just hang out with the regulars, talk with their friends and the bartenders that they know. Yeah, because I can't do that bar hopping stuff much anymore either.
It hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know it
it's-
does.
My knees hurt.
For days.
Like,
I will say he did bring me here once for a karaoke night, and maybe I did get a little blocked out. I think, but
That would not happen here. We don't do that
the
here.
place does look a little different than I remember.
What do you remember?
That's the beauty
It
of it.
felt so much like longer this way from this little stage
How
area.
long ago was it?
A year ago?
Oh, no, it would
Maybe
still be.
two?
Same.
Yeah. I'm looking at it. I'm just like, no, this is same. But in my head, I was just like, but different.
I see what you did.
Thanks. Is it? I mean, did you guys repaint or anything?
No, actually, we left.
Everything
it for
seems darker.
That's funny because the lights are on, so everything seems brighter.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
this
I
is
mean,
like the brightest thing you can
I saw from our fucking light. I mean, like,
Oh,
So,
for
no,
some reason, I
not,
thought I
not,
remember
not in
the
past
bar
couple
being like
years.
red.
So the bar top used to be wood, but not then.
Okay.
It was still.
I don't know.
so we just changed ownership in March, February.
March 4th.
Yeah, March 4th. That's right. So end of February into March, and we were working on that. We took it over from the original owners, the Fazios, and I did it with a couple of friends. We partnered up, we bought the bar, and we've just kind of been working with the staff. We inherited them, and they've been great. And let me tell you what, it comes with a lot of its perks, but also, yeah, there's a lot of hard days. But you know what? We work together as a team to really get things done because there was when we bought it over. Oh man, there was a lot of things that needed to be fixed, and so we've been pushing to get more things done every day. Honestly, like it feels like every single day in the last 4 months has been some kind of
It's
like
been trying.
yeah.
No one has been. No, he's not wrong.
something. It's always
It's been
something.
something every single time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one thing fixed another thing breaks like instantly. Like we're like, why
Or
is this keep
together.
happening?
Yeah.
But it's been one hell of an adventure, and I would say that I would not have been able to do it without the staff because they know this place. I leave a lot of the responsibilities and trust into them for them to do what needs to be done, and so that way I could keep, doing my job, but then also kind of growing and expanding, because that's always been something that I've wanted to do. I like to do lots of business. I like to learn. I like to do all sorts of stuff, and so I leave it in their care, but I'm always there to back up and help and support.
Love that, because like a dive bar does kind of, it does kind of run itself sometimes,
yeah.
at least for like the day-to-day
Absolutely.
things. So yeah, like I love hearing that, like, just like, I don't need to micromanage, like they're totally capable of.
And we are.
Yeah.
Misha and I, well, I've been here for the longest. Here and there. Misha's been here for a couple of years. Michael's been, I didn't even meet Michael for the first like 2 months that he was here, because maybe 3, because I didn't come down here on my days off, our chef. But
that's funny.
we do, yeah, I had no idea who he was. We had the employee party and I was like, oh, okay. I had no clue.
And you're like, that's Michael.
But I laugh. I call us one big, happy, dysfunctional family, because that's exactly what it is. We laugh together, we cry together, we go through the bullshit together, but we're always having each other's back no matter what.
Yeah.
And when these guys took over, it became even better with that. They're always there to support us, even when they're busy. I'll get a text that's like, hey, yeah, I hear you, but I'm in a meeting. I'm like, cool. Text me later then. But they always support us. They listen.
We have so many group chats right now. I am so swamped.
So many group chats. There's so many.
I have so many. Oh,
There's so
God.
many group chats.
I'm on my phone like almost 80% of the day now.
We just have 2. It's like all the bartenders plus the manager, and then all the bartenders without the manager.
So I'm sure you have one with just you and Austin, then there's one with the 3 of us, then there's one with us and Michael, then there's one with us and Misha, then there's one with
for
all of us
everybody.
with Sue.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah,
You guys have a very, very small centralized staff
We
too,
do.
correct?
that is correct, yeah.
And a lot of you guys came from the original owners, did not leave. You chose to stick it out. Why?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna also add on to that question is like, how do you feel in your honest opinion? I
Yeah.
know you're sitting right here,
That's
but
fine.
like in your honest opinion, like how is it with that transition process from like what you knew this bar as to like what it's becoming?
Were you nervous?
No. Yes, kind of. So
I mean, it's a scary thing.
it's
when
always a scary
knowing
thing
that
to
you're
change
getting
hands in a bar,
new
because
boss.
you never know. You get stuck in your ways, especially in a dive bar.
Yeah.
You already know what you're going to do, the rules that you're going to break, the rules you're not going to break. You already have that set in stone. You train people the way they're supposed to be trained, but you then tell them on the side, like, but this is how we actually do things. Always in the right way, but you always, you know how it is.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Bingo.
Yeah.
But with the old ownership, when they decided to sell, these guys had come to me, well, not just me, a lot of us, and was like, hey, we're thinking about doing this. And we're like, cool. We could use new eyes, new ears, new clientele, But yeah, it was terrifying. I stayed because it couldn't get worse.
And that's the answer I was looking for.
Sorry if anybody's listening. But it's the truth. It couldn't get worse than what it was.
Yeah.
It could only go up. Even talking with them before they actually signed papers to buy the bar, they were listening, they were understanding, they wanted to know what they could do for us. It wasn't about them. It's still not about them.
I will say, after watching hundreds of episodes of like Bar Rescue and Kitchen Nightmares, it's like once you have like some ownership that's like, even if they're at a subconscious level checked out, shit does just like very quickly go downhill very fast.
Well, and I feel bad for them, because we were running this bar by ourselves.
Yeah.
We were. At the end, it was rough. So we just kind of took it over and did what we knew we had to do. So it was harder for us to stay, I'll say us, but me especially, I don't like change very much, to have to take a step back and be like, oh, they do know what they're doing. Like and not feel like you had to be on that front all the time and just make sure that the day-to-day was okay.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the hesitation is like, I guess for me, in my head anyways, it would be that like, okay, I'm stuck in my ways. Like I've worked here for whatever it is, 10, 11 years, something. And then if there were to be new ownership, then I would be like, okay, well, what's like gonna change? I think that would be my
Schedule
first.
changing was our biggest thing. All of
Yeah.
us have our set schedule. We all have set schedules. One of the bartenders has a full-time regular job. She has a brand new baby. Literally bartended until she went to labor. She went to labor in the bar. I drove down and took over for her.
What?
Oh yeah, no, she went to labor in the bar.
Whoa.
I got the phone
That's the
call.
most dive bar shit I've ever heard.
Yeah, that's why. Why are you just skipping past
Drove
that?
down here. Walked inside. She's standing at a table, like, you know, and she's got older kids.
Yeah,
you know?
she's been through it.
So she knows what she's doing.
A regular
And-
sitting there with like a warm bar
No,
rag.
literally, people like going frantic. And
I
I
got
was
some
like,
questions for that
just
baby.
go. I was like, I'll take over tabs. Like, it's fine. I was like, hey, where's your significant other? You know,
Yeah.
Oh, he's on his way. We have car seats. We put car seats in car. She's just sitting
Wait, so
doing.
who got all those tips?
She did. Are you kidding me?
Baby did, actually. I'm kidding you. Yeah,
But
of course.
it was funny. So then she was like, all right, well, let us know. And she left and I took over. It was a karaoke shift. So everybody's like, where's Mish? And I was like, oh, yeah, she's in labor. And then we got the phone call because she knew that if she didn't make the phone call and let us all know, that half the bar was going to show up at the hospital.
Yeah.
Because that's what we would do. Like, where is she? So yeah, so that baby he just turned 1.
Wow.
Yeah. So we've been doing this we're one big dysfunctional family.
Oh my
I
God.
mean,
Wait, Jane, can you pretend to call me?
Boop, boop, beep, boop, boop.
Oh, it's a boy? Are you coming in for the rest of your shift?
lit. So it's exactly what I asked her. That's so funny. I was like, so when are you coming back? Are you taking like the full 6 weeks? Because I'm taking over your shifts. And she was like, no, probably only 3, maybe 4. She came back way.
Days?
That's what I said. She came back fairly early though.
Hours.
So yeah. Yep. And
been
then
a
we're
trooper
already
since.
teaching the baby that if he has to walk, you know, to say corner when he's at the kitchen, you know, we're teaching him young.
He'll learn.
Yeah.
He'll know.
Yeah.
Grab a plate or a cup, bring it back there to wash. Yeah.
Start washing dishes right now.
Absolutely.
Mustard right now.
It's gonna
We
be the only
never
one in
need empty
kindergarten being
hands.
like behind, and everyone's gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
Does everybody else do that at home? Because I do that at home all the time.
Oh yeah.
So I don't say like in, I don't say behind, I don't do anything. I make noises. So where I work, it's actually very well known that you're going to hear a lot of weird noises when I'm working. So I do a lot of, or I go, or or boop boop as I'm walking in.
I love this.
And so that's like
You're giving her ideas. I feel Jess is she's gonna start coming in here.
the like the Wookiee sound is like everyone's favorite that I
love
work
that,
with. When
yeah.
I go, I actually have
And
people
you do
that try to
really
mimic
well, by
it.
the way. That's really good.
I can go lower, but
When these guys
better.
first took
It's
over,
funner.
because we've had some collisions back in the day right here at the corner with the kitchen. Like it happens. So we're like, you have to yell. So Austin is the best. Like when he comes behind the bar now, he like yells as loud as he can, like corner. But we haven't had a collision yet. So I mean, it's okay.
So it is working.
It is working. No, it's working.
I do this super douchey thing at home, like if my girlfriend and I are cooking together, and I'll ask her a question, and if she says yes, I'm like, yes, what?
Chef.
She's like, yes, chef.
That's fucked up.
I love that actually.
Oh, that's
I do that to Michael when he makes me mad.
No, it's funny though, because like I've never worked in a kitchen. I've never worked at a place that has a kitchen.
Oh, that's a whole different ball game.
It is.
That's a whole different ball
Yep.
game. Because behind the house is so different than front.
Oh,
And
my
to be
God.
fair, I also call her. I also say yes, chef to her.
As long as it's fair.
Yep.
Yeah, no, back of house and front of house are two different cultures, but at the same time, like there's a middle meshing ground, which is
Oh,
the
yeah.
weirdest kind of like in between. It's such a being in the service industry, it's so fun to see people interact and work with each other. I gotta say, it's my funnest part is to pretend to be in the back of house, pretending like I'm doing stuff. Like when I was in the kitchen, I was just like, I'm working here. Like, just really mess with the guys. Just pretend like I'm frying something, like just hold a fryer and just shake the fryers around. Like, I would just go back there and just mess with them and just
So
get
now I
fried.
know if you come back behind the bar and you have a shaker, there's nothing in it. You're just pretending.
You're playing live action. What's that cooking game that everyone was so obsessed with on the
Overcooked.
TV?
Overcooked.
Yes. So you're playing live action Overcooked,
yeah,
essentially.
but not doing a thing. Like I'm actually back there just wasting time. I'm just like, what are we doing today, guys? All right, order up. And they're like, there's no orders. What are you doing?
And you know your chef is back there like, now I have to wash that damn pan. Now I have to wash that goddamn pan.
Usually like all day. I don't know what that means, but
Running through the garden.
I just open up the door and say, heard.
I actually still have no idea what the fuck all day means.
It just means everything on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So like, don't take
okay.
anything off of it.
Yeah,
okay.
just normal.
Yeah.
We used to just like make up random shit and just be
Yeah.
like, run through the garden, toes dipped in honey, like just like random shit, just like, and then people would be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm
Casper's over here.
"Toes dipped in honey."
Put his fucking toes in my honey.
Who has honey?
And toast dipped in honey? I have so many questions.
It's the well, you run it through the garden, so and then toes dipped in honey.
Have toe honey on it?
It might.
No,
I'm making a new drink. We're
just-
gonna call it toe
Toe
honey.
honey.
There's not even gonna be
Let's
honey in it because we
go.
don't want. Yeah, it's gonna be, but we're gonna call it toe honey.
Courtesy of Poor People Podcast.
There
You're
you go.
welcome.
The
We'll
Poor
make
People,
that happen.
the PP special.
PP special.
That's even better.
Toe honey's by the PP special.
We did
People are
make
gonna
up
be
a drink
so
one day
confused.
with one of the
I love it.
regulars, and she was calling it toe jam. She's like, "Can I get this with some toe jam?" And I was like, "I don't know whose toe jam you want, but I'd prefer if you did that on your own."
I have a drink that I made up with some of my regulars, and it is, in fact, called a Bloody Snatch.
I love that. That is
You only get
amazing.
one sell once a month.
So it's
Depends on how many girls
barbecue
are working in the
whiskey,
bar.
Bloody Mary mix, and
1
hot
week
sauce.
only.
Oh, that actually sounds good.
Like it's
we just call
delicious. It's curveball barbecue whiskey, Zing Zang, Bloody Mary mix, and Lola's hot sauce. Hard shake, served. It's delicious, but it's a bloody snatch.
So it's a bloody, but it's so good that you want to snatch
Snatch it. Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, right.
Double entendre.
Taking a second to like.
I'm impressed.
Double entendre.
People want to order it, but they're too afraid. My regulars that I made it up with, they'll scream the name across the bar, but everyone else is like, "Can I get that drink that so and so get when they're there?" I'm like, "I know exactly what you want."
Oh, you mean the bloody snatch? You want a
Oh
bloody
yeah.
snatch?
Oh, and I will say it so loud too. Like
For the people in the back.
it's funny.
For the people back at the house so they know. There's the people in the back.
The best is when you
Yeah,
make
you
up
shut
some
it.
random drink and it
bloody
makes
snatch.
0 sense. So,
But it's delicious.
I have one that's called the Angry Jessica. So they'll come in and be
Okay.
like, "Can I get an Angry Jessica?" And I'm like, "Sure." And the reason we call it an Angry Jessica is because when I first make it at the beginning of my shift, it's sweeter. And then when I get more angry and I pour a little heavier on certain things, then it becomes more sour. So they call it the Angry Jessica. It's kind of taken off.
It's an
I'm not gonna
evolving
lie.
drink. I like that.
It
it's
is.
dynamic.
Just like me.
I love the front of house has its own culture too.
Yeah.
Like there's a whole different level, especially when you get to work with another bartender. I think that's one of the funnest things. If you have to bartend by yourself, it's, you're working,
Yeah.
you're hanging out with the regulars, but if you're working with another bartender, that's a whole different experience.
That's why we
it's
don't do
just
that here.
Throwing things around.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the levels of communication that you don't have to say anymore is just crazy.
That is true. No, that is absolutely true.
When you don't even have to speak, and all of a sudden your other bartender is picking up the slack from what you set down because you had to go do this really quick or a customer grabbed you.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you turn around, that's already done. You're finishing up, and now you're finishing their whatever they were doing. And like you
Yes.
just look at each other and you're like,
It's like that
We're
ADHD
awesome.
Done.
brain comes together. All of a sudden,
Yep.
you're like, "This is amazing."
but no
Absolutely.
words are ever spoken.
No,
Yeah.
Or we're just yelling random
things
shit
are
at each
thrown.
other.
Things are, yeah.
Or making random like dance moves.
Oh, yeah.
like sounds.
That's always a thing. Yeah.
Yep.
We did the breakfast crew dance or the breakfast club dance throughout the whole bar. Like one day we were just bored and we
nice.
just did a whole thing. Like some girl was TikToking us and we were just like, you know what? Let's do it.
I love that.
We jumped on the bar and we did the whole bit. It was like
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the last time that I got on a bar and danced, I was bartending out in Waukee. It was when I first moved down here. And it was Halloween and we shut the bar down. I was working out earlier and this bar was still open. So we just went over. And I had some pretty platform stiletto heels on, but big, whatever.
But they're the most comfortable heels you'll ever wear in your life.
Yeah, I had no problems with them. And some girl was like, "Oh, you're never gonna be able to dance on the bar in those." And I was like, "Okay."
Bitch, watch me.
So I was like, all
Literally.
right. So I got up on the bar and I'm like, so we're doing like the Cupid shuffle or something stupid easy. And she took a misstep and she fell off the back of the bar into the rail and then into the ice bin. And I went, "Oh, and you're in flats."
Oh, you're gonna have to burn all that ice.
Oh, yes.
I love that that's where your mind goes. Not okay.
Burning ice
burn
on
that
the
fucking ice.
Not a bartender on the face of the planet. If you do it
I'm
yourself,
pissed.
you're so
You're
angry.
so
But
angry.
if somebody else does it,
Now you guys got this
No.
bar set up where that's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Because the ice machine is right next to.
that is a brand new thing. Thank you. My ice machine and I have a loving relationship.
Intimate.
It's
Hey, you know what?
scary, but no, because that's
She's
the only
hugged that thing more than I've seen her hug anybody else.
because I don't like most people.
If
But
I
no, it's like-
had an ice machine where I didn't have to go down a flight of stairs for it anymore, yeah, I would hug it too.
I used
Yeah,
to drive
right?
to the store because we didn't have an ice machine in the bar.
Oh God.
Where were you guys storing that?
We have some coolers out back.
Okay.
So we would go
way.
and
That shit was melting too.
like 12 bags, 15 bags of ice at a time, But here's the thing. You don't want to do it in the heat of the summer. But the worst is doing it in the dead of winter. Because who wants to go get 14 bags of fucking ice when it's an ice storm?
Yep.
And the bar is closed, but the owner is telling you, but can you go get ice for the bar?
Okay, so wait, how long did you work here then before it changed ownership?
Well, so I was here originally the first time for 2 years, almost 2.5. And then I took 6 years off and I came back.
Okay.
I came back, well, it's,
I was here like 8 years.
yeah.
Accumulatively.
Yep.
Yeah.
These guys took over. I came back in almost 2.5 years ago. These guys took over in March. So, but yeah, the ice thing was my biggest thing. The first thing they asked, they were like, what can we do when we take over? What can we do for you? What do you need from us? He said, an ice machine. And I don't care if you put it in the parking lot or on the roof. I don't care if it's I don't care where it is, as long as it's not me having to drive to the store.
Yeah.
Because I had a girl that was on maternity leave. Before she had the baby, we weren't having her haul ice. Absolutely not.
So
and nobody else was doing it. At that point, it was just me.
So you're in it.
So I was like, I just want an ice machine. And then one day I walked in the bar and there was a box sitting and I was like, what is that?
Early Christmas.
And they're like, it's an ice machine. And I was like, is it really?
Like, don't fuck with me right
And
now.
like, yeah, I was like, but where are you going to put it? And they're like, behind the bar. And I was like, shut up. It might not stay there.
How disappointed would you have been if you opened that box and it was just an immigration officer?
What?
It would have been.
That was such a stupid fucking joke. I'm so sorry, you guys.
Okay, but during
They
this
got
current
ice.
climate, you know, it's valid.
I was a little worried that it was just a box and they were just trying to be like, hey, it's an ice machine. And we're like, is it though? Or is it just a box of little popcorn?
For how long that box was out here, I'd be surprised if he was still alive.
He's just been waiting. Like,
When do we get out?
it's crazy to me to think that you were operating in this bar for 4 years roughly with no ice machine.
So when I
That's
first
insane to me.
started, we had an
Yeah.
ice machine, but you'll love this. So we had to shut the water off to the building every day. Okay.
I'm sorry, what?
So at the end of the night, we would shut the water off because things leaked. And instead of getting it fixed, we would just shut the water off.
Of course.
So
That's
you
what I
would
do at
build
home.
stagnant water in your pipes?
So you would come in, you would just run everything, or most people would just run everything. Right. This is a long time ago. So we get this ice machine, and we're still at this point, because we're so in the habit. When muscle memory.
Yeah.
At the end of the night, that's what you do. You turn the water off.
Yeah.
So we get this ice machine. We're like, oh, it's gonna make ice. And what do?
You turn the
We
water
shut the
off.
water off. So we come in the next day and we're like, why is there no fucking ice? Because it doesn't make ice if there's no water running through it. 2 days it took us to figure it out. Not just the first time. It took us 2 days, and then we're like, oh. Yep.
So were you texting him? It was like, fucking piece of shit new ice
No,
machine.
I know, because I was so excited to have an ice machine. I was like, if it makes 1 cube a day, I'll be happy. But then when we figured it out, I was like, oh, I know why it's not making ice overnight. Because it's not getting water.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I think I'd be more pissed off about 1 cube a day.
For real. That's also
For real.
Yeah.
Because whose drink do you save it for?
Your own.
Your own. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
Your
it goes
own.
in an
Who's
ice
special
spray.
enough for
Well,
that
and then for,
one
like, the first
cube?
week with it behind the bar, it drops ice, and I'll be like, oh, it's just kidding. It's just the ice machine. Look, it's making ice.
You're in the middle of texting him, just like, fucking ice machine's broken second. Just kidding, it's working now.
Never mind. Literally, we had group messages that were kind of like that.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you guys were like, what? Ice machine's not working. I'm going to go figure it out. I'm like,
That
please
was
don't fuck
never
with the
me.
machine. Please don't fuck with it. We just got it. don't go open it up.
Don't be holding buttons down for 10 seconds at a time.
Don't open up the back.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. I swear Michael was going to do it. I was like, oh.
Every cooler. Yeah.
He likes to fix things. He's very...
Yes.
And I appreciate his, enthusiasm for it. But we're like, we just got this machine. Let's figure this out.
And it's my baby.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't touch it.
You're like,
How
you
fun
don't
has
understand.
it been finding and tracking down all the leaks?
I don't think I've seen a leak. I don't know.
You're right,
Do-
you
do-
haven't.
do y'all still
I
have
fixed
to-
them before you got here.
Boom. So do y'all still have to turn the water off to the
We
building
do
every day?
not. We get to leave the water on all the time now.
Yeah, let's go.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
We love that.
Currently, nothing leaks.
Thank God. I don't have to fix it.
Fair.
Oh, so tired
That's really just part of owning a bar, though.
Yeah.
Like,
But these guys had it rough. Like, literally, they took it over, and within the first month, like, the hood in the kitchen shut down. We had to get a new oven. The fryer broke 3 times.
Oven also wasn't.
The oven went down. This was all like within the first 3 weeks that they bought the bar, you guys, and they stayed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How profitable a
That's
bar would be
kudos,
if like the owner was just also a handyman?
right?
Oh wait, that's me.
Oh, trust me, we've got a lot of bring people in for like fix and stuff. Like I was in the back doing the kitchen wall with Ryan. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, we've been. Oh yeah.
I had my hand
I get
all the way
handy.
down the floor drain to
I
my
remember
elbow to get
Yeah.
that floor drain cleaned out. That's what we do.
That's hard work. That's why she got a raise.
Yeah.
This conversation actually,
Yeah.
actually makes me want to like buy a bar and then that's like really falling apart and just call it the Fixins.
Fixins. Oh.
Right.
Can
I
you
love
make
that.
baked potatoes with all of the fixins? Yes.
Oh, all
Love
that.
it. You can
The
turn
whole
all of
fucking
the
garden,
things
down to the,
out.
Whole
the
fucking
toes and
table of
honey.
Fix.
Toast and honey. All of it. Toast and honey.
Yeah.
I love it.
Okay, I am curious. Okay, so have you owned other bars before you bought this place then?
No, I have not.
Okay, so I mean, did you essentially just do that? Like you kind of were like buying a more rundown bar just to want to fix it? Was that
I
the
warned
plan?
them. I did warn them.
It was affordable at the time.
It was still It was, for how much we had to fix, it was affordable.
Yeah.
No, I didn't own another bar, but I have owned other businesses. I've
Okay.
run a couple different businesses. I used to own a vape shop, so fun stuff. But the reason I kind of took over was because I'm building a community. It's called the Tipsy Imp. And
Named after that drink or drink named after them.
yeah. And the Tipsy Imp community is basically just a bunch of nerds getting together, playing games and drinking. The reason I came up with this, and it was because of the vape shop, we would actually just sit in there, drink, and play board games. Like
Hell
we
yeah.
would play D&D, we'd
Yeah.
play card games. We would just do anything. Like people were vaping and drinking, and we BOYB. And
Yeah.
I was like, I miss that. Like there was nowhere I can go in Des Moines that was allowing for people to just sit there, play games, and drink. And
Yeah.
we would go through cases of alcohol just
Kind
sitting
of
around.
perfect. You guys are just right on the same strip as Mayhem then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's kind of why it worked out, because a friend of ours was going to Mayhem doing the card games and stuff like that, and would stop over here and have a drink. And he got to know the owners. And then, I was actually thinking of buying a brand new space, like putting it all in, but that would have been even way more expensive. But so we kind of took it over. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, you're a good point. At this point, I'm not sure what's the cost benefit anymore. But the idea was to have a place where I could experiment with playing board games and drinking, and invite other people who like doing the same thing, because that's what I've always liked doing. I know there's new places that are always opening. There's a lot more of like card games, board game shops, but they don't really do drinking. And the ones that do, they're focused on like either the drinking or the people just randomly have like random board games in there, and it's not the same. Like I want to
Yeah.
play my nerdy stuff that I actually really enjoy. Like Dungeons and Dragons. We have like a whole shelf of games over there, and then we have actually a ton more in the back. We have stuff in storage. So yeah, we have a lot of people come through here just for that fact that we can play games and drink and just hang out.
I've always wanted to do. I've never played D&D. I've always wanted to.
Have
Oh.
we done D&D here though?
Yeah,
Like-
we've done a lot of one shots to keep people into
Uh-huh.
it.
Yeah.
So we actually have a couple people called game masters where they host, do a lot of one shots where they kind of just, for people who haven't played or kind of want to get into it and just kind of hang out and drink, they'll make it super simplified, so that way it's not, you don't have to spend an
Oh, that's
hour
good.
figuring it out. So they'll
'Cause,
just
yeah,
kind
it
of
is very overwhelming to get into.
There's a
otherwise.
lot. There can be a lot with
Especially
it.
depending how long your campaign is too.
Oh my god, yeah. So they'll do one shots where it's just one fun mission. The
It's
random
epic.
people will jump in and
Yeah.
kind of play.
Down.
Yeah. We've done a ton of that. So yeah, you're more than welcome to come out.
I would
play.
love to.
Yeah,
You
I've
really,
always
really
wanted
should.
to.
The best thing about this place is the regulars, when I was here before, it really kept this bar together. I've been serving the same people since 2015. They're drinking the same drinks. They're sitting in the same chairs. They're doing the same thing.
They have their own fucking glasses.
Yeah.
They do.
Literally.
Many.
They do?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I
can
missed
name
that
it.
part.
So she was
Oh,
telling
yeah,
us that they
no.
all have their own individual glasses over there.
That's
A
what
lot
that
of them
shelf
do.
is?
That's correct.
That's
Yep.
awesome.
It's
some
not
of
just
them are
mismatched
etched with their
glassware. It's
names.
just
No,
people's
no, no,
personal
no.
That's what I'm
glassware.
used
That
to.
doesn't
That's what I
happen.
just. I looked at it. I was like, oh, I know what that
People's
is.
glasses,
Yeah.
yeah. So when the guys took over, my regulars were really concerned. New people, new things, new events. And I was just like, well, let's give them a chance.
Yeah.
It's going to be fine. And then these guys brought both groups together. My very first game night when we first started out, was really close to one of the biggest sales days I'd ever had in the bar.
Oh wow.
Here.
Okay.
And it was close to the end of the night, and I had a long day, and I was exhausted, but I was having a blast. And you guys, I don't think, had even owned it at this point. I think we were still
No.
in transition.
Yep.
And there was probably about 20 people still in the bar. It was getting the end of the night. I was going to do last call, but waiting as long as I could. And I was like, man, I'm so close to having the best sales days I've ever had in this bar. And every single person in the bar walked up to the bar and ordered tequila shots. And I blew that sales goal that I had in my mind out of the water that day.
Nice.
That sales goal now is in the dirt. We hit that all the time now.
That's amazing.
It is amazing.
That's
but
good.
to watch them not just care about what they wanted to do and their gaming stuff, they cared about the bar in general.
Yeah.
They cared about the regulars, making sure they were still comfortable with what they were doing. They cared about the bartenders and the people that were still here. We kept our same schedules. We did everything. But they adapted to us just as much as we adapted to them. And it turned into one giant amazing community.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we have
really
regulars coming
is.
into. We have regulars sometimes jumping into some games, and then
Oh, no shit.
some of
Oh,
the
yeah.
gamers have just become regulars.
We have craft.
That's
It's not just
awesome.
games. We have craft masters.
I was
Oh,
worried
yeah.
that some of the old regulars would be like, what are these fucking nerds doing?
Oh,
in
no,
the
they
drink
did
bar?
for a while. And then some of the regulars were like, I kind of love this.
Yeah.
We're like,
We actually didn't know that some of the regulars were nerds
Yeah.
too. Some of
Yeah.
them have been playing D&D forever. They
Yep.
just didn't know that's what we were incorporating. And so now
Yeah.
they're sitting here talking to me about all these D&D campaigns. I'm just like,
No shit.
oh, yeah, the
it's
regulars
just-
think they run the bar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Completely.
Yep, absolutely. Yep.
But it's fun. It's fun melding the two groups together.
That's why we had to put up chains.
Yeah.
We couldn't.
With like this area is blocked off. You are not allowed back
That's
here.
how we work here. They would just take them down or jump over them or.
We did have some regulars that would just be like, the fuck is this?
That's what would happen. No, that's what would happen.
Oh, we
I
had
was like, it's so you don't come behind the bar.
Oh, they don't know that concept at all. I come around the corner. I'm like, what? Why are you back here?
Do you work here?
What are we doing? Yeah. This is not your house.
myself.
Oh, you were outside. I'm like, okay, I don't take a break. I had to go pee or smoke
Yeah.
for 3 seconds. Like, you don't need to serve anybody. Thank you. Please go away.
I feel
This
like
actually-
that's happened to everyone.
Oh yeah.
Reminds me, can we transition into douche of the week? Because I got one ready to go right now.
Yes, we definitely can.
Yeah.
I do have one before we get into douche of the week
All right.
though. I did have one other question. Well, it's more of a statement than anything. But I was just gonna say that it's like really cool that you were able to come in here and not only adapt to like what the people who had been here previously done, but like also to like add to it. And so like I just feel like that's not a thing that's normally done nowadays.
It is cool that you're able to add to it instead of change it completely.
Yeah, because I think if I were to like buy a used bar, whatever you want to, instead of a
love
used
that.
car, instead of a used car.
That was beautiful. A used bar.
I love this.
It should be the car bomb shot.
But
it should be the poison.
used
Swap it.
bar bomb. I don't know. Fuck. But I'm just saying, I feel like most people would come into any place. I mean, especially here, but like also any place, and just would want to change everything, And I think that's like one of the big fears that if I was in your shoes, that's what I would have.
was very
is
scary.
like if all the walls are gonna change, like there's not gonna be our regulars aren't gonna come back because they're not even gonna recognize the place. But you not only did that, but then we're also able to like create a new demographic that is coming to this bar. I think that's just so cool. And like,
Oh, thank you.
I'm also curious, was that like something you planned? Was that your intention coming into this place? Or were you initially like, oh, I'm going to tear down the walls and change everything. And then you're like, oh, maybe that's not a good idea.
So I did have a lot more grander plans, but I had to scale it down because of what we were allotted to do, because we were planning on expanding to the next space over in the next suite here, but the other people that have that space, they can't leave yet. It's a whole story, but they just can't leave, and so we can't take it over because the idea was to eventually expand over there, but so we're stuck in just this spot right now. So we're doing little adjustments in here and there, but the game plan was to keep it for the regulars to have their space, to have their place that they've known, and not to shake up the whole system. We didn't need to do that. Like why? It's for the people. It makes good business. Why mess that up? I was like,
and my immediate thought is Vaudeville Muse downtown.
oh yeah.
My immediate thought is everybody loved that space for what it was.
I remember.
And
rest in
now it's like, it's just not the same. People came in, changed everything. And it's like, I don't know. I kind of like, I don't want to say hate because that's a strong word, but I just don't go there because every time I walk in, I'm like, man, this was so much cooler in the
Reminded
past.
of how much better it was.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And
Okay.
so like I just think that's so cool that like you were able to take that route and just
Yes.
to add to
It
it.
took a lot of assessment. So that's the one thing that I really had to be like, okay, so what can we do? What can we not do? What should we do? And so I had to really take stock of like, okay, who's here? How much can I actually kind of start moving, adjusting, and transitioning without jarring like and making people upset? So we started with just coming in for board games. Like, so there was plenty of space for us to just sit down and play some games. And so they saw us just sitting there playing games and having a good time, you know, buying some drinks. And I think that helped them ease into the, like, oh, they're just people that just want to hang out and drink with us too.
Yeah.
So, and then, you know, we have people now, you know, some of the imps we sit at the bar, hang out with the regulars. Some of the regulars come play games. It just became, honestly, I think just the people, the environment itself just really allowed for it.
It started off like, why is that dude wearing a robe? And then you're like,
We do come in your
Daryl's
costume.
back.
That did actually happen. One of the first game nights where it kind of like overlapped that I did, they all came in. I think it was like pirate themed, maybe.
Yeah, pirate or I definitely, it was Halloween.
It was Halloween-ish, yeah, because again, I've done celebration lights and weddings and receptions here, like for regulars. That's
Oh,
just how
nice.
this bar does it.
Yeah.
So they came in and everybody's like, what is going on? And I'm like, it's fine. Like everything is good. Like it's, and they're like, but we don't understand. I was like, do you want to go home and get a costume? And they're like, no. I was like, then don't worry about it. Like it's going to be fine. Like everything's going to be fine.
Oh, the
No one's
wizard
gonna
is
stab you
Well,
with their
so
sword.
no, nobody's gonna stab anybody. But I did have a bat. You'll love this. So back when this bar was TR's, he had a wooden bat behind the bar. It was his bat. Every bartender has something. They bang on the bar. He had signed it when he had passed away, and Fazio's bought it. The bat stayed. I still have the bat, but it's cracked. So I'm not banging that bat around anywhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the guys went and bought me a new bat, and then not only did they buy me a new bat, they bought a printer, and we took that and a bunch of old glassware outside, and we had a whole team building anger management session out in the parking lot. And we broke plates and cups and glasses, and we beat the hell out of this printer with a bat.
Yep.
Hell
Office
yeah.
space, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
And we
Rage
still,
room.
to this day, if they see they're like, oh, just having one of those stressful days, they'll be like, do you want to go outside and break some bottles? And I'll be like, yeah. So we've learned to not do the clear bottles anymore because it's a bitch to clean up. But we just go back in the parking lot, we break some stuff, and then we clean it all up. But the first time we did it, they cleaned it up, and I was like, I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. And they're like, go back inside and bartend. And I was like, but I don't. Okay.
But I broke all these things.
I'm supposed to clean this up now. And they're like, no. I was like,
Enjoy your free smash room.
right.
Yeah,
Literally, that's
literally.
exactly what it was.
Literally.
It was amazing. I have videos of regulars. They were like, bring the regulars out. And they're out there with this bat, beating the hell out of this printer.
Let's bring the
was great
community
team building.
together.
And we brought the
Like-
community together.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I love that.
And with that, we can get into our douche of the week.
You said you had someone you wanted to
But
throw out there.
I had someone come in. I've never seen him before. I guess I came in for my shift. He was already in there, and it was we're going through a pretty bad heat wave right now. It was like 104 fucking degrees outside,
Sorry.
and so like as me and the other bartender were coming in for like our weekend shift, he if the door was propped open, he closed it behind him, and this guy decides he's like, I'm gonna prop that door back open. Gets up out of his seat, props the door back open, and I see him do it as he's like turning back around. He like looks at me, looking at him. And he's just like, was I not supposed to do that? And I was like, I don't know why you think you would be allowed to do that. He's like, well, when I came in, the door was propped open and it was so welcoming. I just thought like you'd want to keep that vibe. And I'm like, it's 104 fucking degrees outside right now. I don't know if you've noticed, it's getting pretty fucking sweaty in here. Yeah. And like I pointed at our like a Red Bull cooler that like it's just like completely
Sweating.
fogged over.
Yeah.
And I was like, our shit can't really keep up with this heat, man. Like, let's close that door, let it cool off in here. He's like, well, they said I could do it. He like points at the people he was sitting with. I'm like, they don't fucking work here, and neither do you. This is not your nor their call to make.
Who even are you?
He's like, I don't know, I was just trying to make you money. Like, I get where your heart's at. Thank you. But also don't fucking do that again.
Man, people just love making themselves comfortable. You know? That's
so-
They think it's their living room.
Him and my coworker, they were just like at each other's throats like all fucking night. Cause like the whole night, my coworker was just like, fuck that dude. I don't like him. I don't want to serve him anymore. Get him the fuck out of here. And I was like, he's tipping and he's not really being a problem outside of that. And his heart was in the right place. I mean, yeah, it was kind of a bullshit move.
Yeah.
I try to give a lot of people the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, he's not being like a problem outside of that.
And that's fair.
And then like an hour and a half later, my coworker comes up to me. He's just like, I just overheard him talking shit about propping the door open and how we were so upset about it. I want to get him the fuck. He's just stewing on it.
That sounds like here.
That sounds like the people here.
And he even told me, I told him, he's just like, hey, the fucking environment in here is about to get a lot more unwelcoming if you keep talking shit about us, all right? And so I was like, okay, well, you told him. If he keeps doing it, then I guess you can kick him out. But otherwise, let's just let it roll. Yeah. And then, so basically he like finished his drink. He like gave us another $20. Then on his way out, he fucking propped the door open just to get one more.
No, he did not.
Wow. That's a douche of the week.
Just like,
Defiant.
fuck you.
I would have jumped over the bar top. I would have jumped over the bar top.
My coworker Sully, he's like, God damn it! And he just like runs around the bar, and we have the chains up, so he had to like undo the chain, slammed it down. He fucking runs out, and he's just like, hey! And then the guy's just like, I'm already gone. Fuck you.
You know what?
Iconic.
That man took free will and he did what he wanted to do, but at the same time, I would have jumped that bar.
Oh no, I would have been no, I would have been not happy. It would have been real bad.
But I kind of respected it because like I watched him do it and I was like, that was a good move. So
But internally you're like
you got the last laugh, my dude.
Because he really did, because you're not chasing him down in that fucking heat.
Oh, no.
He
tried.
He's not coming back. So whatever.
But it was also like by the time that like my coworker got all the way around the bar, he was already a block away. So he's just like shouting at him from. He's just like, hi! And he's just like, what are you?
Have the day you deserve.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's a good story, man. That's a good. That's a good story.
one,
Good bar story right there, sir.
The ending just tied everything
Yeah.
together
Yeah, it really
perfectly.
did.
Okay, I have a douche of the week that I just thought of actually. Okay, so this guy came in, immediately orders a water. Okay. And I can tell he's
it's
pretty lit
hot
up.
as hell out. Yeah.
No, but he's like already drunk. This is night, so it's not like crazy hot. This was like Friday. And so this guy comes in, orders a water, and I'm like, yeah, for sure. I'll always give people water. And then they had like two more people come in with that guy. And there was a group that was there that I was good friends with. It was a big group of people. And they're ordering 20 shots at a time. Like, so I'm obviously catering to them instead of the one dude that ordered just a water from me.
What?
And so, yeah, because they're giving me money. Like, that's the whole thing. And so the group is there and they buy a bunch of shots for their group. And then they're like talking to those dudes at the bar. And they're like, hey, we'll buy you an extra shot. It's like 3 extra shots or something like that. And so I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. And so I'm a notoriously, like, I tell people we don't have lime.
I tell people we don't have a blender.
Exactly.
I've never understood why you die on this hill.
I don't know why. It's just a
Lime?
thing. It's just a thing.
limes.
Limes. Yeah. So I've been cutting limes. I've been giving out limes.
He's angry about this.
So I cut like enough limes for the night, which in my bar is 2 limes. I think I cut 3.
2 limes?
I think I cut 3.
God damn.
No, yeah, for a Friday night.
downtown.
For a Friday night, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I lie all the time. Anyways, when I'm on my shift, it's specifically about limes. That is
Do
my
your
thing.
regulars bring in their own limes then? Or they're like,
They
I brought my own limes in.
I don't allow it. I don't know.
I'm on a vodka soda all night. I need to bring my own limes to Bomb Bar for going.
No,
They
okay.
put in their purse. They're like squeezing limes out of their purse.
So I've been better. I've been better about it. I've been cutting limes. God damn it. And so they ordered like it was like 24 shots of tequila. I know because I'm such a stickler on limes that I know for a fact I put a lime on every single fucking shot glass.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the people that didn't pay for any of the shots come up to me and they're like, hey man, like, can I like just get another, like a little bit more tequila? And I was just like, no, I made the shots for everybody, whatever. Like, no. And then they're like, well, I need to finish my shot. Can I get another lime? And I'm already fucking annoyed at this point. And like, that's how easy it fucking goes. Like, limes.
I just can't imagine rationing limes so hard.
When I cut 3 limes and I used 24 of them on shots, yeah, I'm running low at that point.
Yeah.
So, and I know for a fact I put limes on all of them. And then these guys, I mean, they're just talking shit the whole time. They're like, I mean, this is how much tequila they had left. Like, you could barely even see
You
how
can't
much.
even see it.
And he's holding a chewed up lime, and he's like, dude, I didn't even get a lime on my tequila shot. And I was like, I know for a fucking fact I put a fucking lime on it, and now I'm like heated. Now I'm yelling at this customer, and I'm like, no, I know for a fact I put it on. And he's like, no, this one was from a different one. I was like, dude, I'm ignoring it at this point.
Sheer limes.
Yeah, dude. And so,
I feel like I should send him with limes right now. I feel bad.
so then finally I'm like, they're like following me up and down the bar because I won't give them a lime. Because I'm like, I literally have 2 limes left at this point. And I'm like, no, dude, no. Get, like, if you want a lime, you need to fucking spend money.
2
Like, that's what you need to do.
At all, or 2 limes
2
left
limes
that were
left.
cut?
Cut.
Okay.
But I'm also the only bartender working down there. I got nobody else to help me. I'm not going to go back and cut 2 more limes. That's insane.
Okay,
That
so
is-
you guys used to
who
just
does
like
that?
have 2 or 3 limes for the whole night.
And that's
there were no
good.
more that like they
That's
were ready
more
to be
than
cut.
enough, usually.
No, there were more there. He just didn't want to cut them.
But like, no,
I
yeah, that's what I'm
would've.
saying. Like, I'm just like,
I
you
can
guys have
imagine.
like started stocking up on limes. Good for you.
But then, yeah, we started getting limes. So I've been better about it. But then these guys, like, just put it in my head, like, I eventually gave them a fucking lime. And then I gave it to them because
So
they...
you backtracked.
Because
An entire
they were,
lime?
No, just a
That's what I
the
would've done.
smallest,
That's what I would've done.
smallest,
He's like, I'm not
tiniest
cutting
slice.
this. You fucking rip
Yeah.
it apart
Dude.
and suck it out.
No, I would not even cut it. I would be like, here's your lime.
So
And
maybe I was the douche of the week, but like, but the way these guys were going about it, they were like, he's fucking lying, and yeah, I was, but fuck you, dude. Like,
I do love the fact that you held strong though. You're
Yeah,
like, I'm not
see,
gonna
and
give this
then-
lime, and you can follow me up and down the bar, and I'm still not gonna give it to you.
Yeah, and
Like,
then I
it's not your lime.
finally-
Yeah,
and
sorry.
then-
It's my line.
Yeah.
It's my lime.
It's my
You
emotional
don't get it.
support line.
it's my
Oh,
line.
me and my best friend had an emotional support pepper that we put googly eyes on.
Dude.
Hey,
Oh.
I had a man order a Bloody Mary at 1:30 in the morning, and I dropped an entire fucking pickle in his drink, and I passed it to him. And I said, "There you go."
Love that. Love that.
One of my friends who was bartending with me still loves to tell the story to this day. She's
That's
like,
amazing.
the look on that man's face was fucking priceless.
I do love whenever someone's just like, can I get like a vodka soda, but with like a lot of lime, like extra, like a lot of lime, like an excessive amount of limes.
So
I'm just like, I'm just cutting a slit in a whole lime, plopping it on there. and be like,
So I'm
There you go.
I
I'd be like,
love
I love it.
I love vodka soda lime. I do. But I do lime juice. Save the limes.
No,
Vodka soda, put the
I
lime
can't-
juice in it.
Same.
I can't
Not
do it with
quite
the
the
lime
It
same.
doesn't matter. As a bartender, I know that nobody wants to cut limes.
Yeah, thank you.
So I'll
thank
just be
you.
like, can I get a vodka soda? Throw some extra lime juice in there. I don't even care what kind it is. It's well vodka anyway. Who cares?
I be cutting
I will say something about
big
like
containers.
I do
cutting
it
limes
I
at
work
like
it too.
after, like once it's after 1 a.m. I'm like, I
so we don't
fucking refuse.
We don't even cut limes or lemons at the end of the night. Our daytime Michael.
Yeah, we're just
he's
out.
amazing. Well, no. I'd say no. I would never say we're out of anything. It would be ridiculous. Just the blender.
Just the blender.
The amount
we-
of times I said we don't have the ingredients to make a Bloody Mary and just
Okay,
went about my way.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the other owner was in the other night. You'll love
Yeah.
this because he probably hasn't even told you.
Oh,
And he was like, "Were you
God.
making an old fashioned?" I was like, "Nope." And he goes, "Why?" I was like, "I don't have the stuff to do it." And he's like, "Okay." So we ordered something else, and I was like, "Thanks." And I had everything to do it. But here's the problem. I hadn't made one in so long that I was like, I'm not going to take the time to like re-Google it. Because you know how it is. Like you make a drink for so long and then you don't make it for forever.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're like second
Wait a
guessing
minute.
everything
Yeah.
about how you're making it.
Yep.
Like you're like, get a Long Island. And I'm like, what? In dive bars, you don't do a lot of Long Islands. Like, do I remember how to make a Long Island? So I didn't remember how to do an old fashioned. I remembered, but I just didn't want to. And I told him if he wanted me to muddle something, he was going to have to get me a mortar and pestle.
Mortar and pestle.
I'm obsessed with
brewing
that.
a drink here.
Yeah, no, that's the thing.
There have been many times where I'm just like, I'm
not.
gonna level with you. I don't know how to make it, and at this point, I'm not learning how.
I just tell
It's
people-
Friday night and it's midnight and I'm slammed. It's not the
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
for me to make a
That's- and that's
pineapple upside down
always-
shot for you.
Oh, pineapple upside downs are my
Oh,
favorite.
I love those
I
too,
do
actually.
They are delicious,
But
but I'm also just like, I'm not Googling this
Okay, but
during
here's-
or in the middle of a
they're
rush.
Everyone
Three
makes them
ingredients.
different.
And-
It's like
okay.
a Jolly
So,
Rancher.
yeah.
It's like a
started
Starburst.
bartending in
Everyone
Arizona,
makes them
and in
different.
Arizona, and in here it's so different.
Oh, yeah.
Like they don't do Long Island's there. They do Adios Motherfuckers,
Oh, yeah.
which nobody out here orders.
With the blue curacao.
Yeah,
and,
which I hate. 'Cause
yeah.
I have a phobia about blue.
Fair.
Love it.
Anything. I will not eat or drink anything blue.
But if you throw it up later, it looks fun.
Yeah, that's like our whole
Warn
thing.
you, anxiety. No, we're not doing that. Like I've got a regular that does like blue UV and.
But
like
you have anxiety about
lemonade
throwing up?
No, I have anxiety about anything blue to eat or drink.
Oh, okay.
Like I won't do it.
But if you throw it up, it does look fun.
Well, why would I throw it up if I'm not going to drink it?
No, if you do drink it and
But I
and you
won't.
happen to throw up later,
But
it
I
looks
won't-
fun.
but I won't drink it. I don't even like to serve it.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, she was very apprehensive when I made this the Tipsy Imp and we had to use blue curacao. She was like, I don't
walk
want
away.
to.
You'll see me just
I
walk
don't want to
away.
do it. I was like,
I poured one day and it splashed on my hand. I was like, somebody get this away from me right now. So my regular was like, well, if you put the sugar-free Red Bull in it first, it turns green
Didn't
right
realize
away. And I'm
we
like,
were,
I love
having
that.
RFK
Like,
on the podcast
thank you.
today.
Thank you. Like, thank you for letting me know that it changes colors immediately.
Because nobody knows that.
Right.
See the blue and they get nervous.
I
Yeah,
like,
do
if
either
you
of
only
you
do like
have?
3 drinks that are like different colors. Like, I don't know what's in it. What color is it? It's red, it's orange, it's blue, or
God,
it's
I hate when people. Okay, that's my pet peeve right there. Where they're like, can you make me that one orange drink, or it's like just give me something completely generic. I'm like,
surprise me.
no idea what that drink is.
I actually
man.
do have that. Yeah, like people will just like,
All the
I
time.
had a bomb here. I
All
really
the
liked
time.
it, but I don't know what it's called. I was like, what color
What
was
color
it?
is it?
They're like,
Always
it was
the first
red.
question.
I'm like, it was a titty bomb. I got you.
Yeah, Lucas does do a lot of the titty
Yeah.
balls.
Yep.
I do remember those. Those are great.
You always ask
Oh,
what
yeah.
color it is first. What color is it?
It was orange. Yeah, it was an orange pill. I got you.
Like,
I love it.
we
I've
got
asked
it.
people, they're like,
because no
clear,
one
and I'm
does
like,
O-bombs. Everyone does orange peels.
Well,
Very
they
rarely do they do an
discontinued
O-bomb.
Bacardi O.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
which
right.
is really bizarre, but you know, orange peels for me was
Well,
what.
they were just like, we're not keeping this in production for just Iowa.
right? That's rude.
Honestly,
you
it
met
may
us?
have even just been Des Moines. I think I think that's a very Des Moines centric shot.
Orange
You know what's the
peels,
funny?
O-bombs.
Like, actually, I was in California and I was like, hey, can you make me a green tea shot or a bomb? And they're like, I don't know how to. I'm like,
They don't know what bombs are.
They don't do bombs.
Yep,
they don't
do
Another
bombs.
Iowa, we love our bombs and our
Yeah.
mixed drinks.
And it is insane because it's literally just a cocktail with no ice that you chug all at once.
yeah.
Yeah.
My
Which is-
favorite part is every single bottle says, please do not mix with caffeine on it or drink responsibly. And so what do? We take
both.
We take fucking Jägermeister and
we put Red
combine
Bull in
it
it.
with Red Bull. And we're like, let's go.
So
Oh,
I was training a girl the other day, and I was trying to tell her like, because I'm really bad, and I'll admit this, I'm really bad about making a bomb and putting the Red Bull in it first and gentle shaking, like just a little mix, whatever. And someone's like, you can't do that if you have something carbonated in it. And she was like, how come? I was like, well, I'll show you.
Let me show you.
And I shook the shit out of it, and I opened it up, and there's a spot on the ceiling right now
Yep.
that I still haven't gone up there and cleaned because it just
So that's
she
what
was
that
like,
is.
it was well worth it.
He was
Yeah,
like, where
no.
is it?
It was iconic.
Oh.
You know, it
I
was
just
really
noticed the
good.
duck that
It
stuck
was
to the
when I was
ceiling.
training B.
Oh, yeah, there's also
Oh,
a little
God.
sign up there. You'll have to come up there and read.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I remember
There's
seeing
a little
there's a
sign
bunch of
stuck to
ducks
that.
So
everywhere.
I put the little yellow duck, and then right next to it is a little wooden fuck, because at our Christmas party, I gave a jar of wooden fucks so that you could give out
Your last fuck.
your last fuck.
I have one. It wasn't
So-
from you, but one of my friends did the
I
same
love that.
thing.
I'm actually getting ready to make some earrings out of it. So if you want a pair, let me know.
Love that.
But yeah, so up on the ceiling is a little yellow duck, and then the little fuck, and then there's 2 other ducks now. So it's kind of a thing.
Yeah.
It'll be like, you guys remember when Rockstar was full of Barbies? I don't know. Before it was Angry Goldfish.
Oh, yes.
Before it was Angry
I
Goldfish.
forgot it was called Rockstar.
It was Rockstar.
Before there
And-
was the tetanus shot.
So I don't-
a rusty nail.
I
I just wanted them to
That's
have a
right.
shot called the tetanus shot.
They should have.
We
That
will
was
make
missed
one here
opportunity.
just for you. We'll
Perfect.
make one here just for you. But yeah, it was full of Barbies. But yeah, so ours just be full of ducks.
Have you guys
Dumpster
thought about
fires.
getting the duck machine?
Like Pally's?
So we have one where I work too. It is phenomenal. did not realize how much money
You
that
guys
thing
spend
was
just
going
on-
to make and how many drunk people love rubber duckies.
So here's
Oh, yeah.
of every age,
there's
the rubber
ducks here
duckies.
everywhere. There's ducks
Yep.
here everywhere.
And I collect
they're
them,
all
so like
over.
I get it.
I do
no
too,
shame.
is the problem.
No shame.
So now my regulars are all bringing in like tubs of like the little ducks. Like I have a whole farm at my fucking house right now. But then we did dumpster fires. That was our favorite. But then me and my boyfriend went to El Vagón the other day, and they had a little machine outside that gave little like stuffies, and there was a taco one, and I was like, "Well, I have to have that taco stuffy."
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "You're not gonna get that." And I was like, "I'm going to." And he's like, "You're not." And I did.
Do you guys do tacos here?
We did one
I was
Tuesday.
because you also do pizza a lot.
So Mondays half price pizzas, marinara in-house made. So is our salsa, so is our guacamole, so is our Alfredo sauce. It's all in-house made.
Hell yeah.
Yes, this little dive bar puts out some incredible food.
Yeah.
So Mondays half price pizzas. Tuesdays is tacos. It changes up every week. Sometimes we do chicken street tacos. Sometimes we do deep fried tacos. Sometimes we do pan fried. You know, we're trying to bring it down a little bit more so that people know what they're getting. Then Wednesday is pasta. Thursday's kind of open menu. I always just tell people it's whatever we don't sell out of on Wednesdays. Fridays we do tenderloins. They are fucking amazing.
Okay.
Saturdays we don't have a special, and then Sundays we do breakfast.
Nice.
So I'm telling you guys right now, breakfast we just started. We just brought it back. You should come for breakfast. You will not be disappointed.
That's what everyone's been
Definitely.
saying is the breakfast.
We have built it the last 4 weeks. Like we did breakfast when I was here before, and when I first came back, and it was one of the shifts that got messy.
Okay.
Really messy. So we quit doing it.
Like people were making
Okay.
a mess.
No, like the last person that she's not gonna listen. The last owner would get so hammered that she would be passed out in the kitchen, like with a fryer basket in her
Hell
hand.
yeah.
But yeah,
Oh,
it just
she's
got.
gonna listen. She's gonna listen.
Oh, I hope she does. I don't care. So when Michael took over and we decided to bring breakfast back, it was like his breakfasts are amazing. The portions are incredible, but it's consistent.
And that's huge.
That's key.
It is
That's
huge.
key, yeah.
It is huge. Like a guy came in last week and he was like, "Well, don't overcook my hash browns." And we're like, "Well, we don't do hash browns. We do breakfast potatoes." He's like, "Well, don't overcook those." And Michael said, "Have you had my breakfast?" And he said, "No." And he goes, "I don't ever serve something that's overcooked.
Stand by
If
what
it
you do.
happens, it's just not going to get served.
Yep.
Like we're going to make sure you get what you order." But this little tiny kitchen, if you saw it, it's literally like the size of this table. Pushes out some of the best food that I've ever had in a dive bar.
Also, kind of, if you're gonna be a cunt about it, just cook it yourself then.
Yeah.
That's what I tell people, then go home.
Go home.
I
Like,
just
I'm
I
sorry.
wish Michael was like, "Have you ever had my cooking?" And then he's like, "Everything's overcooked."
I wouldn't be
He
surprised
wouldn't,
if
he
he
wouldn't.
did
He's a
do that.
chef,
No, he
but-
is. He's been a, and
But
he's been
just
a
to
chef
piss
for a
him
long
off
time.
and just stare him down, like
And Michael is very back of that. Like he's incredible. Like he's very back of the house. He also bartends 2 shifts.
Yeah.
And he'll text me the next day and be like, "So I had like a altercation, lack of a better word. Like, and maybe I shouldn't have said something." I'm like, "Maybe you should have. Maybe you should have.
Yeah.
Maybe they were being assholes because we all can be that way in a bar."
I
You know
think
what mean?
that's the beauty of a dive bar.
Yeah.
is you
We're
can
allowed.
correct some bad behavior.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, of the regulars, not of ourselves.
Speaking of bad behavior,
Never of ourselves. We're fine. We're perfect.
We're perfect.
do you guys have douche of the weeks?
I have so many.
Give us your best one. It doesn't have to be from here. It can
well,
be from
it
anywhere.
wouldn't be from here then. I was gonna ask earlier, and
I'm
I was
not
like, I didn't want to
fancy.
be that girl. Okay, so when I worked in a bar in Arizona. That's where I first started bartending. It was a second floor of a hotel. It had one entrance down a steep flight of stairs, and then it had an entrance onto like a fire escape. And it was grandfathered into a smoking room that was about 3 people could be in it. That was this kind of bar, okay?
Yeah.
The owner was an ex-narc cop, and everybody in the bar did some kind of drug.
Yep.
It was just rampant.
including the cop.
Probably.
Probably.
So one night I'm closing and we had a bouncer because you had to have, I was like, I can, and they're like, "No, you want some."
You have
'Cause there
to,
was just,
yeah.
it was just insane all the time. And I'm like, you always check the bathrooms, right? When you leave, you do last call, you get people out, and what do? You check the bathrooms.
Yep.
So I checked the women's bathroom. It's gross. We're cool. We'll clean it. But there's nobody in there. And I opened the men's bathroom door, and there's a gentleman standing with his foot propped up on the counter, taking care of himself.
This is my nightmare.
Yikes.
Staring
Literally.
staring
Like
at
my
himself.
nightmare is already just like someone being in there at all, but for them
Staring
to
at
also just
himself
be
in the mirror, just going to town. So I just was like, I just shut the door.
Yep. What else do you
what,
do at that
what
point?
what are you gonna do? So I
Right.
just shut the door and I go to the bouncer. I was like, "Hey, this is not my problem.
Yeah.
I am not dealing with any of this. Not the aftermath. None of it. Just take care of it." And he's like, "What do you want me to do?" And I was like, "Get him out of here." He's like, "Well, let him finish." I was like, Where?
No.
Where? Like, no.
Then you're gonna
Let
clean
him
up the cum.
finish.
Yeah,
Like,
literally.
I'm not sticking around for this.
Who
Like,
says
I'm not.
that?
And he's like, well, I don't. I was like, I'm leaving it open.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna leave and then come back and then scrape it off with a fucking knife.
Fuck that.
Get him out of here. And he goes, well, I just think I was like, that I'm leaving. And I literally called the boss and was like, I'm not doing this. Like, I'll be back tomorrow, but like, I'm not. And the guy comes out and he's like, it's totally fine.
It's not a dog humping a pillow. Like,
Right, I was like, what do you
it's
what?
a human man in a
So I'm like
bathroom.
standing by the door like,
In a public place.
what do
Yeah,
you mean
literally.
it's fine? And he's like, well, I'm just gonna go. And I was like, that would be amazing.
So he
like-
didn't finish?
So at this point I didn't know. So he's like, do I have a tab? And I was like, just go. I don't want you I don't want money
We'll
that you
close it
got.
up
I don't
for you.
want anything. Like, just please go. So he
Don't
leaves
touch
and
anything.
the bouncer was like, well, let's go. And I was like, no. You go in there and you figure out what's going on.
You gotta grab a black light.
Like here's a towel and some spritz, whatever you have to do. Like I'm not doing it.
He's the one that let him finish.
Yeah,
Yeah, no
thank you.
shit.
Were they
No
buddies?
shit.
Probably. So he goes in there and he's like, I can't do this. I'm gonna throw up. And I was like, oh.
Why was it everywhere? Like
everywhere?
Oh my god.
So he was monkeying it.
Everywhere.
He was basically like just monkeying, turning around, just.
How does he have so much?
I didn't ask.
Was he a teenager?
I mean, no, because he was in the bar, but
Yeah.
he was.
But like, you know,
I
you're
just-
like,
I'm not
but
really
still
sure.
a hot young buck.
No, gross. No, there
Oh.
was nothing good about any of it.
so he was coming in the bar and watching and then decided that he saw enough.
So he was like, well, it's fine because I'm staying here. And I was like, oh, at the hotel, awesome. Like, please don't come back.
Yeah, do that in your own room. If you want to just respect the place.
Fucking hotel room.
Yeah.
With a ton of Kleenexes, I promise you, because every hotel room in the bathroom has that little station where there's the Kleenexes that you
Lotion
can
and
pull out.
Kleenexes.
Yes.
Yeah, you're fine.
He tried to come in the next night.
Into the room curtains or something. I don't know.
No, he did not.
He tried to come in the next night.
Wow.
Did he
walked in
remember
the door.
it?
Oh,
Literally.
he walked in the door and I was like,
Literally.
get out. Get out.
And he's willing to show him a
And
video.
he's like,
Right.
why? And I was like, get the fuck out.
Like, you know why.
You
I'm
know
not sure
what
if you remember.
did, mister.
I don't know, but he waltzed in like he owned the place. I was like, nope. No.
If he was able to do that, he wasn't blacked out.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So he remembers.
Absolutely. Yeah, he remembers.
I almost wanted to ask him, like, is this like your thing that you just go to random bars?
It's gotta
Well, I'm
be.
sorry, I didn't know I wasn't allowed to do that.
Yeah, because that's what. So you know, you have the signs like, don't do coke in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Like, please don't beat off in the bathroom. That'd be great.
This is why people come up with those signs, like
Yeah,
stop jerking off in
literally.
the bathroom.
Right.
You see some weird ass sign. It's because someone did it.
It's because somebody did it. No,
Someone did it.
Somebody did it,
Yep.
and you're like, gross. Why?
I feel like sometimes those signs do encourage the behavior, though. Like the please don't do coke in the bathroom. You
So,
know somebody's in that
I
bathroom
did have a
doing
guy come
coke,
out one day.
like-
And they're
I've never
taking a
wanted to do
picture.
coke more in the
They're
bathroom
taking
than
a
when I
photo
see.
of it too. Like, oh, look at how cool I am.
Yeah.
I had a guy come out one day, and
I
he was
just
like, I don't mean to be
I
rude,
saw a
but
sign, don't jerk off. Now I'm
somebody must have been doing
I gotta
something
jerk off.
cocaine in the bathroom. And I was like, I'm so sorry, I'll go clean it.
Yep.
And he's like, it's on the wall. And I'm like,
What?
What the?
it was Ajax from cleaning.
Oh, God.
This was after you guys took over.
No one's leaving
So-
coke on the wall.
Well, right?
And who's doing lines off a wall?
It doesn't, I mean,
Impressive, I
Yeah.
guess. Congratulations. I don't know.
like
But-
you're in the
Big one.
Matrix.
So I went in there and I was like,
okay,
so I
Neo.
cleaned it up and I came out and I was like, thank you so
Licking
much. I
walls.
appreciate you. And I just walked away. Like I was like, I'd be like, it was Ajax.
Oh my
Like we were just, it was
God.
cleaning supplies.
That's when you're
but-
like, thank God they didn't try to lick it.
oh, you know what? I never even thought about that. That's fair.
Yeah, that's when you're like, thank
It's like the warning on
God.
the Tide Pods, like don't eat
Yep,
them.
don't
Like,
eat
please
them.
don't lick the walls in the bathroom.
There's
Can I
cum
get
on
that
them.
sign?
Please don't
You're
lick the walls.
encouraging
Don't
that.
lick, please don't
Now
lick
you're
the walls in the
encouraging that.
The
bathroom.
snozberries do not taste like
They do
snozberries.
not.
Thanks for bringing that up because that was when my mind went immediately.
I'm making new signs for the bathroom.
Oh,
Now we're gonna have
God.
people in there licking.
That's,
Only the men's bathroom. I'm not putting one in the women's.
that's one of the.
I'd like to say we're smarter, but
Okay,
we're
but
not.
here's the
Douche of the
thing:
weeks I've ever
women's
heard.
bathrooms are worse than men's.
always.
Always.
They're
I
disgusting.
would rather go to
Women
the
are gross.
bathroom in a men's restroom than a women's.
I went into a
Every
women's
time.
bathroom once, and somebody had kissed the inside of the toilet bowl with red lipstick.
Oh my God.
The inside
Oh my God.
of the
Oh.
toilet bowl. There was a lipstick,
I love how we all just kind of went
Yikes.
for a second.
and there was water in the toilet. So I'm not sure if she waited until it was flushing and then did it, or just bobbed for apples.
God.
His face is just
Yeah, like,
That is.
Do you have a douche of the week?
I can't follow up with any of these. Like,
Yeah.
there's just no way.
You kind of had a pet peeve.
I had a pet peeve,
do you
yeah.
have
So,
a
like,
douche of the week?
I have a douche of the week, but not really a douche of the week, but also a douche of the week. And it didn't necessarily happen to me. It happened to one of my friends who's also a bartender at a different location from where I work. And I had gone in after my shift ended because I kind of have a ritual on this one specific day because I love this bartender, wonderful friend of mine. So I walk into this bar and we're just sitting and we're shooting the shit, just yapping. There's a bunch of like bartenders. We all know each other really well. So we're hanging out. And this family comes in. And this happened last night, actually.
Wow.
And
I love this.
it's douchey, but it's not douchey. It's more of like irritating. So he comes in with, I believe it's his 2 daughters based on just the age differential and how they're behaving. And he walks in and he's like, so where do we get food? And we're all like, it's Sunday. Everyone closed by 9 or 10. And so we're like giving ideas and we're like, Domino's is probably your best bet. He goes, Domino's isn't pizza. And he goes, where can I go to get food? And so we start like telling him options and everything. And he's like, okay, well, I'm just going to DoorDash something. Is that okay? And the bartender is like, you know what? Kitchen's closed. I'm already over this. Like, absolutely. You can DoorDash. And at that point, I'm like, this guy's kind of being a prick because he is. He's being very, very rude about the situation. And I look at him and I go,
hand that he can just look it up himself.
well, I go,
Right.
you can call Big Tomato.
You can do anything.
And he's like, well, what's Big Tomato? And I go, well, you're going to find out because their slogan is a beautiful one. And he doesn't realize. So at this point, he's still checking his phone. He's coming up to us. At this point, there's been over 6 people that have told him there's nowhere to get food. These are your only options. We are happy to help you as people that live here to help you get there. And he's just coming up with new names. You can see on Google it's closed. Why are you still asking us? And so we get to like this point where he's like, well, Domino's isn't pizza. And I said, sir, I know that you don't think that Domino's isn't pizza, but at the end of the day, there's nowhere else open right now. He goes, well, I can't control when my flight gets in. And because I am just, I don't have a filter, I turn around and go, and no one here can control when the fucking kitchen closes. I was like, do we all look like owners?
And Domino's is pizza.
And Domino's is pizza. And also,
It's fine.
And
it's
good.
fine.
Yeah.
And
You want food,
Yeah.
so get food.
Fuck.
Yeah.
And it's Sunday
And get
night.
fucked.
Google it.
Google it, bitch.
Yeah. Always. They're like, excuse me. I'm like, right here.
It's
in your
Sunday
pocket.
night
Also for
at
the-
11:15 p.m.
For those that live
Nowhere
outside
is
of,
open.
outside of Iowa, Big Tomato's whole slogan is lousy service.
Yes.
Courtney,
I-
can you pretend to call me?
Bradley,
Big Tomato, what the fuck you want?
pepperoni,
We ain't got it.
cheese. That's their service.
Accurate.
I love that. Can I start doing that here?
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
And I tell this guy this, and then he goes and sits at the table, and he's just glaring back and forth the entire time at everyone that gave him options but did not give him the option he wanted. And they go to leave, and I'm like, you should probably call Domino's because they're actually closing in 20 minutes now. And he just like, the look on his face is fucking priceless. He's like, because I'm on the other side now. I'm not working.
You don't have to be
I'm-
nice anymore.
I
That's
don't
the
gotta
best
be
thing ever.
nice.
Yeah.
And
Hell
this
yeah.
person has been rude to my friend all night long.
Oh, that's the worst.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yep.
And like they all like walk out and they're turning and looking at me through the window, and I'm just, I am a see you next Tuesday. I am.
Oh.
And that is my favorite
See you next
word.
Tuesday is
but
the favorite.
I am. And so I
Absolutely.
literally like I look out the window and I just
Have the day you deserve.
and then go back. And I'm like, you didn't think to look before you landed? And your first thought is to
Bring your
aggressive.
kids to a bar?
And your first thought is to be aggressive towards the bartender who's trying to help you?
Of course. Why
Like,
not?
the bartender could have just said, you know what, you're fucked. You got
I would've
nothing.
been like,
Yeah.
sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And you can take your kids and you can go because we're closing.
I was like, dude, like, we gave you options. Like, I even gave you the bad option.
I would have been like,
'Cause I felt
what is
bad
it that
enough.
you want? Okay,
Yeah.
that's like 3 states away.
Uh-huh.
Get in your car and go.
Yeah.
I love how you were like at the end of it being like, oh, Domino's has 20 minutes. That's like putting like propping the door open right
Yeah.
before you
Yes.
leave.
You have 20 minutes to decide what you want.
Yep. At that point, I was being petty.
Yeah.
I was being
As
petty.
you should be.
should be.
As you should be.
Like,
Absolutely.
my friend who is working, she's been there for well over a decade as well. She is a bad bitch. She is amazing. She is great. She's fantastic. And I'm like,
And
you
girl-
can't say anything, but I sure can.
Girl
I
bartenders
sure
that are
can.
friends are the best support that you could ever have.
Yep.
So my best friend worked here off and on. And she still comes in all the time. And I had a day that there was this girl that was just being.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, we'll just have you close your tab. And she's like, I'm not paying. And I'm like, oh, but you are.
Yeah.
And I handle myself pretty well behind the bar. I've been doing it a long time, you know.
Yeah.
Little girls behind the bar know how to handle themselves
Yeah.
behind the bar.
We
You
have
just be
to.
big.
Yeah.
You just, you
We-
act.
we
big.
get big.
You
We
get
get
big.
big.
You get big,
We
you
get
get
big.
loud.
Yep.
You don't give a shit. You get aggressive.
Yep.
It don't matter.
Absolutely.
We're gonna
Whatever
show
regular
you-
sitting next to that. Randy,
gonna
can you lock
show
the door?
you- yeah.
You're paying, bitch.
Literally.
So, and she wasn't working here at the time, but she was still doing some fill-in stuff. And I was like, no, you have to pay your tab. And she's like, I'm not going to. And I was like, but you are. And next right here is this girl right behind me. She goes, oh, no, you are. So why don't you just get your card out of your wallet
Yep.
and hand it over?
Yep.
Your tab is $4 because you had one beer that you're bitching about.
Oh
So
my
I'm going to have you pay
God.
this right
Yep.
now. And the girl was like, I'm not paying. And she goes to grab her wallet. And my friend just reached over and she goes, but you are.
You are.
And I'm just laughing now because I'm like, she doesn't even work here anymore.
Yep.
I was like, this is
Yep.
hilarious. And she's like, I don't like the service here. And then
Bye.
And my friend
Still have
goes,
to pay.
and she goes, that's great. You owe $4.
And you don't have
Yeah.
to tip, but you still have a $4 tab.
Yeah.
And
here's-
she grabbed her stuff and she walked out. And so we just locked the door. We're like, whatever,
here's the
I paid
thing.
it. And then she tried to come back in. So we opened the door and she was like, I'd like to come in for a drink.
Nope. See ya.
What is this person on?
Literally.
The amount of people who don't realize that not paying is legal theft, and then I can legally trespass you as well. So this is not going to end well for you if we would just behave like the grown woman that we should be while being in a bar.
That's
Everything's
way
good.
too hard to do for people.
Yeah.
Okay, do we have any last calls before we get into Patreon? Any like last crazy stories anybody wants to tell before we get into all the crazy stuff on
it's 'cause you craft
Patreon?
bartended.
Oh, yeah.
I
we
like to
got
give
all
them
the
a hard
good
time with it.
patrons.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you got some
You had
stories
the
from house
douchey
parties.
patron.
Oh, I got shit done for the house parties, but not from the actual bartending.
Well, if you're not subscribed on Patreon, make sure that you are because we're about to get into that. And we might play a game. We might just tell crazy stories. Who knows? You got to find out. It's only $5 a month. So make sure you get on Patreon and check all that. If you're still here in the video, thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe and like the video and follow everybody. Come to University Tavern. I wanted to say Tap. University Tavern off of University, right next to Mayhem Comics if you're a fellow nerd. And hell yeah, dude. Thank you guys so much. This has been so much fun.
Yeah, I'm not
Thank
even
you.
mad at you anymore.
Yeah. See, I told you.
But it's because of you.
Yeah. Once we got going, I knew that we'd be good.
I appreciate it.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And so yeah, awesome. All right, well, let's get into our Patreon. We'll do a cheers to sign off. For richer, for poor.
All right,
Thanks for watching Poor People. You. I remembered it this time.